Masterpiece. A work with outstanding artistry. There are some games that can be considered absolute masterpieces, each having their own distinct qualities. There are also games where you pay $120 on launch day to get absolutely screwed over. Like, who greenlit this? But today we don't have that problem because we are playing and platinuming one of the best highly rated games on the PlayStation Store, like a month into the game's release, and that is Astrobot. This game starts off where you left off in the last game, soaring in the air on your newly built PlayStation, until your ship is abruptly stopped by an alien. This alien then steals the GPU kit and all of the other parts of your PlayStation, sending you hurtling down to the land like a stage diving Dave Blunt's. Then you see the Astrobot laying on the desolate sand. Then you awaken and reunite with the radar dish. This radar dish shows you where the scattered parts of the PlayStation are. Once completed a certain amount of levels, it reveals a new area. This is where we get to the first level of the game, and also our first two trophies of the playthrough for capturing your first bot and also for collecting your first puzzle piece. This game's levels are very simple. You have an area where there's 4 to 6 levels, and then you play through them capturing a lot of bots. Then once you've captured enough bots, you can finally play the last level of the game containing a boss fight. The first boss fight of the game is a giant big monkey, who was actually a boss fight in the prior Astrobot VR game. But after completing each boss fight, there's a bonus world at the end of the game. Each level is a theme of a certain PlayStation character. First one is one of PlayStation's longest lasting series, and that is Ape Escape. After finishing that level and getting all the puzzle pieces, you are gifted the Gacha Lab, along with 2 trophies, one for just unlocking the Gacha Lab and one for spending some coin. But before getting those 2 trophies, we actually got a trophy for retrieving and putting back in the PlayStation's mothership. And then shortly after, I got the trophy for getting all of the bots in the first area of the game. And then you unlock the next galaxy of the game. And throughout the galaxies, there are some level-based specific trophies. The first trophy I got is for drowning the tree while he's singing. The final boss of this galaxy is a giant octopus. I'll reiterate that all the boss fights in this game aren't hard at all. The only things that are semi-hard in this game are the very, very annoying parkour parts at the end of the game. After defeating the octopus, you meet up with the next PlayStation heroes. These characters are the characters from God of War, which lines up perfectly because I actually just platinumed the game. The next trophy is for destroying all of the ravens that are found in the God of War map, which is a callback from the collectibles inside of the God of War franchise. We get the next 3 trophies. The first one is for collecting all of the bots throughout the galaxy. The next trophy is for retrieving and placing back into PlayStation's SSD card. And then you get a trophy for unlocking the controller customization station. And then you unlock the next galaxy of the game once again. The final boss of this galaxy is a giant snake. This boss fight was pretty fun, I do say. And after defeating this said snake, you get the next PlayStation character, which is Nathan Drake from the Uncharted series. But there is a trophy in the Uncharted level. This trophy is for acquiring the strange artifact found throughout the level. And then you get back the PlayStation GPU from this weird looking witch thing, giving us a trophy. And then right after, we got a trophy for unlocking the cosmetic station. Then a little bit later, I got the trophy for collecting all of the bots in Serpent Stairway. The next boss fight in the next galaxy is a giant chameleon. The next PlayStation character that you unlock for beating the game, I don't know what these things are. All I know is that their level was kind of a vibe, and the music, oh my god. But on to the trophies. The first trophy is for hopping through a ring, returning the PlayStation's fan back into the PlayStation 5, also unlocking the Safari in the game, which I don't know why this is in the game in the first place, and then for collecting all the bots in this galaxy. The next boss fight in the game is this giant chicken. This boss fight actually took me quite a few tries to get. For some reason, I just couldn't get it. And the next PlayStation character that we unlock is the characters from Horizon, which is also PlayStation's favorite franchise, because this is the only game they goddamn make anymore. But this level is actually kind of fire. You have to defeat this T-Rex to get back the PlayStation's cover. Then you bring it back and then get the trophy. This leads us to the very last story-related trophy of the game. And it's also the very last story mission of the game. You ride through the sky on your PlayStation controller along with all the different generations of PlayStation consoles, until you get to the very end where you finally fight the big green alien. Then you finally defeat him, claiming back the GPU kit. The next stage of the trophy is the time run levels. You have to play through brand new level challenges and try to beat the time to unlock new bots. Now we come up to the final stage of the platinum, and that is just the random miscellaneous trophies left in the game. First trophy is for finding all the bots throughout the galaxy. This is for taking a photo in the savannah. This is for collecting 150 gachas throughout the game. This is for listening to all the PlayStation devices sing all at once. This is for dancing with 300 or more bots. This is for being at the top of the game. This is for unlocking a monument. This is where it gets weird because I have none of the videos, only the photos for all the trophies. But the first one is for capturing the golden Astrobot, grabbing 2 snakes at once with your frog gloves. For this trophy you need to make a shot with the basketball with the dog, capture the golden butterfly on the ape escape level, make 5 bots run into the electrified fence on the horizon level. This is for hitting all 3 of the jackpots on the slot machines in the gambling level. The next one is for taking a picture of all of the Tomb Raider and Uncharted characters in the game. This is for making Kratos throw his Leviathan axe at Thor, making the 2 Street Fighters Ken and Ryu fight, collapsing a wall with more than 100 Astrobots in it. The next trophy is to hit an Astrobot while they're holding something, get stuck on this random ball, hit a move with Crash Bandicoot, and the last trophy of the game is to steal all the money out of the Yakuza's pocket. That is the platinum journey for Astrobot. This game was amazing and I highly recommend everybody platinuming it for themselves. But that's the end of the video. Hopefully I can see you guys later.